Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. It's my friends at yarnspirations.com. This is the Yarnspirations Karen Colorama Halo yarn. This is one big ball, and this is Halo, and it's done in perfect phasing, meaning that the color is just going to phase naturally on its own. Today's tutorial, we're going to focus on the Modern Granny rectangle. We're going to be changing the pattern to be able to go with a better way of attaching stuff onto the corners without having to do obsessive slip stitching that will change the look. So I'm going to be using on camera 4mm size F crochet hook to give this wonderful stitch definition. I'm going to pull from the center, but you can pull from the outside, and this blanket will transition naturally on its own. Let's begin with a slip knot onto the hook, and I need you to chain 31. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 29, 30, and 31. So once you get to 31, you're ready to go for your first pass, which will take you all the way around this chain and back here. Let's begin the round one. So if you've done the first granny from 2016, this one is different in the way that it's coming back around, so you don't have the slip stitching that is going to connect things to mess up your stuff. So you're going to go 4 chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 chain. Get it to the back hump of the chain because I think it will look nicer. If you don't want to, then that's up to you. But you're going to place in 2 double crochet there. So with the chain that you just skipped plus these 2 double crochet, that gives you the number 3. So it's always in sets of 3 double crochet when you go to do something like this. Come back down to the chain, and because you use the back hump, see the back hump of the chain looks like a serpent spine. So you want to come to the 3rd one away. So skipping 2, 3rd one away, and double crochet 3 times into that chain. So 1, 2, and 3. Skipping 2 chain, go to the 3rd, and you're going to do this all the way down your chain. Okay, so if you want to fast forward, you can do that. We use video chapters so that you can see the time markers if you would like to fast forward at any point. So skipping 2, go to the 3rd, and 3 double crochet. So the chain is always fiddly. So if you're new to crochet and it's kind of a pain in your ass, it's just the beginning of a project. It gets a lot easier. So skipping 2 chains, so it looks like the serpent's back. So 1 and 2, go to the 3rd. So you're only grabbing 1 strand across because we're going to come all the way around this chain. So the other 2 strands we're not grabbing this time. We're going to grab it when we come back around. Skip 2, go to the 3rd, double crochet 3 times. So just work your way to the close to the end of this chain, and I'm going to pick you up there in just a moment to show you how to wrap around and come around on the underside. So skip 2, go to the 3rd, 3 double crochet. I'll see you close to the other side of this chain in a moment. So I'm getting closer to the other side, and so you're skipping 2 and you're going to go into your last stitch. If you happen to only be able to skip 1 and then go into your last stitch, there's no crochet police. You can probably get away with it, but try to be accurate. And in the last chain, you're doing your 3 double crochet that you know. But we're now going to start wrapping this so that we're going to follow that chain work on the underside. So we need to start doing a rotation. So we're going to chain 3. This will count as a corner in every round. Chain 3 is always in the corner, is always going to be your turn. So into the same one where this is coming out of, 3 double crochet. So 1, 2. So I naturally just moved that chain, or sorry, that loose end out of the way that you saw. So we need to do another turn. So we're going to chain 3, and in the same one where both of these are in, 3 double crochet. And I'm going to show you what to do with that loose end in just a second. So you've officially now just made the short side. Okay, so you've made the first corner, the second corner, and just one little lonely group of 3 in the middle. So if you pull this apart, you're going to see where all of the stitches are sitting. So you can see that these are sitting in this chain. and these are sitting in this chain. So you're just going to look for the base of this to push it. Lay down your straggler on top of this and double crochet immediately into the first base and put 3 double crochet there. So 1, 2, and 3. And I'm crocheting right up over that loose end. Okay, pull it tight, that loose end. And then look for your next base. It's right here. And that's your next 3 double crochet are going to come in there. Okay. So once you are okay with that, you're going to just use a tapestry needle to hide that in later, but you now see that it's stuck in the middle. So you're going to move down your underside of your chain here, placing 3 double crochets at the base of every one of the existing 3 double crochet groups on the opposite side of the chain. And I will see you close to here in a moment, so just put me on pause and keep on going across. So I'm getting close to the other side here. So there's 3 into this base of this group. And we still have this one that we started with. So that's the last group. So in this one where the base is, you're going to apply your 3 double crochet first. And then you need to turn a corner. So to turn the corner, that's right, you're going to chain 3. And then right where these 2 are in, the same one, you're going to apply 3 more double crochet. And it's going to be the final corner that is changed for not only in the location of where it is, but how it's done, so that you can have your seamless look. To do this, we need the equivalent of a chain 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1 first, and then half double crochet to the top of the first chain work. And the reason why we've done half double crochet is that the top of the half double crochet will land you right into the corner itself. So if you do a double crochet, which is the equivalent of a chain 3, instead of doing a chain 1, then what happens is that you end up with your hook here and not here. It's that fundamental. So what we're going to do now is we're going to wrap around in the next round. So there's just existing of 2 rounds in order to make the majority of this blanket. Let's move on to the next round. To do the next round, right where you're sitting, you're going to chain 1, and this space is counted as a chain 3. So you just come right into the space and single crochet as if that was a chain 3 space. And now you're going to chain 3 to jump. So you're jumping over top of these groups of 3 double crochets each time, and the only way to jump is to chain 3. And come into the spaces between the double crochets and single crochet in. And then chain 3 to jump, and then just separate it if you can't see it, and just go in between the spaces. And you're going to do this until you hit the first corner. Okay, so just put me on pause and keep chain 3 and jumping over your double crochets that are below, and I'll be right back in a moment. So we're coming up close to the other side, and so we can see our corners are right here. So we're going to chain 3 to jump to that corner first, and in that corner we need to do a chain 3 to do the turn. So 1, 2, 3. So I said before, the chain 3 equals a corner, but you need to single crochet back into that same corner. So when you have these types of rounds, it's going to be 1 single crochet, chain 3, 1 single crochet in each corner. So we have to get to the next corner, so we have to chain 3 to jump the next grouping of box right here, and come right into your corner of single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet. And so we've officially just turned. And now we're going to come back down this side, and so you saw that the blanket just turned itself over by just continuing to go around it. So you chain 3 to jump, and then single crochet into the space between the groups. Okay, so what I'll do is that you can put me on pause and just keep on moseying on along, and I will see you closer to the other side in a moment. So I'm getting close to the other side. So I've just jumped by chaining 3, come right into your corner, single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet. And now we're going to jump because we have to jump over this double crochet group to get to the first corner that we started with. So we're going to single crochet into that corner, and how I showed you do the join before is going to happen again. So you chain 1 first, and then half double crochet to the beginning single crochet, and that will land you right into the corner. So on the old Granny, Modern Granny, we stopped at a spot where we had to slip stitch 3 stitches to get to where we need to go. This time we're exactly where we need to be to start a new round, and we're going to begin that in a moment. So as we begin the new round, we're going to start it again and just chain 3 and double crochet 2 times into the same chain space that's below, so that chain 1 half double crochet join is the equivalent of a chain 3 space. You're just going to pull apart the spaces that you see, and each space is going to be 3 double crochet. So this is the box block stitch. It got renamed in 2016 to the Modern Granny. So once you get 3, you just jump to the next space and keep on pushing these across. So now the hard work has been completed. We've got ourselves set up, the rotation has happened, and now we're just going to put 3 into each space across. And I'll see you on the first corner in a moment. So we're coming close to the next corner. So we're just coming right into those chain 3 spaces, then eventually you'll hit a corner. So the corner is a chain 3, and it is existing between a single and a single that is on the same right there in the corner. So you're going to start your corner, and it will be 3 double crochet first. So 1, 2, and 3, and we need to keep this as a corner. So we're going to chain 3, and in the same space apply another group of 3 double crochet. So on the original Modern Granny, this was only a chain 1, but I'm making it chain 3, so this will sit flat. So now you're going to come to your next open space, and so the only difference with every round is that there's more spaces that are to be filled in. And so there will be 3 double crochets in that space until you hit the next corner. And now here's your next corner. So 3 double crochet, chain 3, and 3 double crochet. So I would remember it as 3, 3, and 3. So the triple 3. So 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. And just naturally let the blanket turn as you're completing across. And then as each corner is done, jump to your next available space and apply 3 double crochets into those spaces, and I'll see you closer to the other side of this in a moment. I'm getting closer to the other side, just filling in those chain 3 spaces with 3 double crochets. And then in the corner, you know what to do, it's the triple 3. 3 double crochet, and chain 3, and 3 double crochet. Okay, and then keep on going. So you'll see that there's a space, so fill in the space, 3 double crochet, and then finalize your final corner. So the final corner is 3 double crochet, and then we have the join. So chain 1 and half double crochet to the top of the first chain 3, and that will complete that, leaving you right in the corner, as you can see. So you're just filling in these spaces now in between the groups with the single crochet in the next round. So there are only ever 2 rounds, so we're back to the single crochet. So chain 1 and 1 single crochet into the corner, and we finish that corner on the way back through. We're going to chain 2 and start jumping. So we jump over the 3 double crochets, go right into a space and single, and chain 3 and jump, and in between the space. So in person you can see these spaces, and you can always pull it apart with your hands. And I am going to see you on the first corner turn in a moment to make sure that you got it. So whenever you're finished this blanket, you're going to want to finish so it's a double crochet round and not these chain rounds that you're doing right now. I'll see you in the first turn in a moment. So I'm making my way across, hit your corner. So single crochet, chain 3 to turn, and single crochet into the same corner. So this time now, because we're getting bigger, there's more groups that are existing before you hit the next corner. So chain 3 to jump, go in between the space. Okay, chain 3 to jump, in between the space. Chain 3 to jump, and now we've just hit the corner. So it'll be a single crochet, chain 3, and single crochet in. And then chain 3 to start jumping back. So hopefully you understand this. It's just 2 rounds that just make this fun. And the final round I think should just be a single crochet with 3 single crochets in the corner. And you'll want to apply that to a double crochet round, not to one of these rounds that I'm doing right here. So go all the way to the next corner. I'll see you there in a moment. I'm coming out to the next corner. And so it's single crochet, turn, chain 3, and single into the same corner. And then chain 3 and jump. Chain 3 and jump. And you keep doing that until you get back to the corner that you started with. So single crochet into the corner you started with, and then do the join. So chain 1 and half double crochet join to the top. Like that. So I'm going to start just the next round, which will be the double crochet round, and then I'm going to leave this in your capable hands. To start a fresh round, you'll want this round to be your last round at the end of your blanket. So chain 3 and double crochet 2 more times into the first chain space. And we'll finish that corner on the way back through. So go into your next space, just open it up with your hands if you can't see it, and apply 3 double crochet into each of those. Okay, just let your hook just fly in the wind. And I'll see you on the first corner in a moment. So I'm coming close to the first corner. You already know what to do when you hit that corner, right? It's the triple 3 right there. So 3 double crochet, and chain 3 to turn, naturally turn the project, and in the same spot 3 more double crochet. Okay, and then you just come to your space. So there's more spaces than there was last time, and just fill those in, 3 double crochet each. So now the hardest decision you'll have is that what are you going to put on TV to binge watch? If you want to leave me a comment on what I should watch. Yeah, so I don't like a lot of really kind of crazy movies like with a lot of guns. So coming into your corner, it's the triple 3. So 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. And I'm really not a Marvel fan either, because usually they have a lot of guns and violence, and I'm just not into that. Okay, so coming across, so you just start filling in your spaces, and I'll see you at the joining point. So turn your corners as you already know it, and I'll see you at the final join of this round in a moment. So I'm coming around. So this is a Karen Colorama Halo, and it's got perfect phasing. So it's going to take us several rounds before I'm actually going to be able to see a transition in the color, because it's so subtle. It's crazy fun. So you're coming into your first corner that you started with, 3 double crochet, and then you do your join. So chain 1 and half double crochet to the top of the first, chain 3. So this would be the final round that you would do before you're applying a border. If you want to apply a border, all I recommend is just chain 1 and single crochet across. Okay, don't worry about the spacing between the groups. And when you hit your corners, just put in 3 single crochet and then continue to single crochet across. Okay, so you'll just continue that around, and it's a really neat idea, and it looks really quite cool. And with this particular yarn, I think it's going to be quite exciting. That's it for now. We hope you've enjoyed.